Progress.
Product description bar. So in this, I'm just starting from now. We have 50 different techniques. So I divided into three parts, like easy, medium, and hard. Number one, like I'm starting with the easy, and then go with the moderate, and then I go to the hard ones. Okay. First one is reviews. Usually reviews means opinions or people experience with that product. What is their opinion and all. So second part, we always, excuse me. Go upstairs. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I'm really sorry. And then second part is after the reviews, I just took like mind mapping, introduce day-to-day life. We all as a working woman, we all faced interviews. Interviews is a interactive one-on-one process. In that interview, usually interviewer asks questions to interviewee, and then she to check her knowledge or her or his knowledge, and then if they like it, they satisfy with their answers, then they'll hire it. So interview basically is a predefined questions. Next, the third thing is mind mapping. Mind mapping also we do, like a lot of times it is a graphical way to capture the thoughts, capture the information. So in this mind mapping, we can use words, we can use diagrams, we can use colors, all sort of things. So mind mapping is basically thoughts, how we are thinking, how multiple people are thinking in a textual, not textual, like in a diagram or certain format. But taking of brainstorming and workshops, these two are like interactive session. There will be a big hall and there will be a time slot, and there will be a people, moderator and facilitators, and some people they involve when they talk. The difference between brainstorming and mind the difference between brainstorming and workshops is like brainstorming is a non-judgmental environment. People can talk freely whatever they're thinking about that product or whatever they can express their opinions freely. Whereas workshops, there will be certain pre-qualified people, they run the workshop and they try to explain about their product. That is workshop. These are all generic words. In day-to-day life we use these words. That is the reason I put these, I categorize these into easier section. Next, the third one is estimation. We do know this because estimate, for example, there is this much quantity, how much volume it occupies in a container, how much quantity it takes. Like in a kitchen, I'm just saying, but outside of that kitchen, usually we estimate, okay, maybe it takes this much of time, these work periods, and this much of time I can take. In that way they can estimate. Usually estimate is also commonly we use the word. And then questionnaire or surveys. Questionnaire or surveys, the difference between brainstorming and workshop and questionnaire and interview, there is a big difference. Is questionnaire, it may be online. See, there will be a predefined set of questions in a sheet of paper. They just print it and then they just send. Whatever we do or whatever we take any course or whatever we use the product, immediately there will be a survey or a questionnaire, right? How is the product? They want to elicitate the information about their product. Interview is different, survey is different. Survey or questionnaire is different. There is a big difference, actually, world of difference. Next, lessons learned. This is also generally we use this. Lessons learned means we discuss. So as a politician, if they lose that elections, they set up a meeting and then they discuss what happened, where we got the success, and they discuss all the possibilities, right? Where we made a mistake, what are the failures, and then what are the measures to improve ourselves, what are the recommendations to improve those, how do we implement those recommendations, all sort of things. They basically, lessons learned means they discuss about everything, not only failures, successes. If that is success, why? What are the reasons to get our success? What are the scenarios? If they fail, what are the reasons for failures? If failure, what are the improvement measures? And then recommendations for improvement the measures, and then plan of action for those recommendations. Okay. Next, glossary. Glossary means meaning of the words. When we read a book, usually for children, when we read a book, there will be a hard words. If we turn into the page, a book ending of that book, we can see the glossary, meaning of those hard words. Okay. After that, meaning of those hard word is usually, generally we say glossary. But in here, in business analysis, we have the same terms, data dictionary. Data dictionary means we have same, it starts with glossary, like meaning of those hard words. At the same time, it give you the more depth knowledge about the data. And they give the important meanings of some nouns, and also they talk about data, like in this data entities will be there, classes will be there excuse me, and also they show in a diagram form, or they show in a matrix form, or they show in a textual form, but still they try to elaborate more about the data. That is what dictionary means, meaning of the words. Data dictionary means meaning of data, meaning more, they go in depth into the data. Okay, the same way concept modeling also same as glossary, but here not about the data. In here they focus more on domain, the high quality words in the concepts of domain, and more in-depth knowledge. They give you in-depth knowledge of domain meanings, like domain vocabulary, what is the meaning of this, what is the meaning of that, and all concepts in domain. So that it is conceptual, concept modeling, not conceptual modeling. That is different. Okay, now okay, now these are the easier words. Now I want to show you another one. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, guys, are you able to see my, if you want, I can stop my share screen and then again I can open it. This is the PowerPoint presentation of all A to Z, like they mentioned in an alphabetic manner first. So I don't want to review what I have already discussed, but I want to show you all the techniques in a alphabetical way. See, acceptance criteria, acceptance and evaluation criteria. Whenever we take the solution, whatever the solution is, that should satisfy the key stakeholders, right? So that is what acceptance criteria. But evaluation, the difference between acceptance and evaluation criteria is, acceptance criteria, we have only one solution, but in evaluation, they show multiple solutions. And out of that, we evaluate all the options in the solution, whichever, like whatever solution key holder gives the more value, then they pick the acceptance value for that particular solution. These are the advantages and disadvantages. And the second one is benchmarking. Benchmarking is setting up a limit. Sort of, see, we have, if we write an exam, 35 marks are the pass mark. That means we should have a benchmarking, right? Wherever we go, we should have a limit. So in that way, how you are doing industrial standards, you need to check yourself, right? So for example, there is an exam, so 35 marks is a benchmarking. And for example, if some people like some websites with under 18, they should not open those websites. That is like their benchmarking. Like some, we have certain limits. So how we are following our industrial standards. That is what. See, benchmark studies performed to compare the strengths and weaknesses of an organization against its peers. For example, yeah, other competitors doing A, B, C. Actually, that comes under market analysis. Benchmarking and market analysis combined. Market analysis is like how our competitors are doing and how we are doing. Where are our standards? Is our standards matching with other competitors, other industrial standards, or we are different from the market? No, we have to check with the market analysis. At the same way, benchmarking, are we performed to compare the strengths and weaknesses of an organization against peers? Okay. Next, brainstorming. I mentioned this. So business rule analysis. Usually business rule analysis, we check in the governance approach. This is a part in the governance approach. Business rules, whatever we do, whatever new step we take, we have to check the business rules analysis first. Then we have to go further. Business rule analysis is like a data, like guideline. Okay, we need to approach first business rule analysis. According to this, we have to take the next decision. Define the rule that governs this decision in an organization, and that define, constrain, or enable to organizational operations. Can make changes to policy without altering processes. The easy business rules change assessment. Next, data dictionary. I also mentioned, see, data dictionary and glossary are pretty much same, but data dictionary talks about or explains or give more information about the data. Glossary is generic term, like meaning of the hard words. Data flow diagrams is how a data flows. You can think like that. I have a diagram too. I can show you how a data flows, right? So where it come from, again, where it goes, like how it go through, and then finally where it goes. Either it go into the server, or it go into the other personal computer, or it go into the customers, or like everything. It gives us the details. Data flow diagram is very, very important to show how information is input, processed, stored, and output from a system. Now, flow of it data. Strengths are, it is very easy to understand, but weakness is easily show who performs the work. See, everything is so clear, so everybody know where it is going. So there is a slight chance, right, to misuse it. Data modeling. This is very important. I have a structure, I have a diagram for this. I don't know, where is it? Okay, it is in the desktop. Okay, it describes the concepts relevant to a domain, the relationship between these concepts and information associated with them. See, my point is, if I show this PowerPoint presentation, easy, very easy to read all this, but I want to explain in detail. I want to give you the examples too. In that way, you can understand better. If I give you the examples and then I come back here, and if we relate that example to this meaning, then if we can relate better. That is the reason I always try to give an example. See, it describes the concepts relevant. Actually, in this data modeling, we have a lot of entities and all. I can show you, but actually what my point is, just give me. There is a diagram for this. Uh-oh. So still, oh no. Okay, data modeling diagram. This is business model brainstorming diagram. I don't have data modeling. Okay, I have here. I have in the Babok guide, I have this. In Babok. Okay, let me continue, and then later I'll show you the diagrams. First, we will continue because it is already 11:15. Okay. Next, actually, data modeling means it describes the concept relevant to a domain. The relationship between these concepts means data concepts and information associated with them. Means information associated with the data. So decision analysis, whatever the change happen, we have to take a new decision, right? So we have to analyze all the decision. See, so that we have to see the current documents, existing documents, we have to see past year documents, and then we have to take the decision. So, and also we review multiple people, those who are relate to with that decision, and then we have to take decision analysis. Very important. See, it supports decision making when dealing with the complex, difficult, uncertain situations. So because that change we never expected, so that we have to see all the decisions, like pre-decisions already made in last year or this year. Starting of this year, we have to check those decisions, like related decisions, and then we have to analyze that. The analyzing process, that decision analyzing process is called decision analysis. We have a lot of advantages. At the same time, see, required specialized and knowledge and skilled people. Result of decision analysis may become more certain if decision maker do not understand the limitations and assumptions behind it. Sometimes they launch a unprecedented product. That means like that product never or released in the market, so that a lot of people have a lot of assumptions. So we can't take the decisions after looking at the decision analysis. We have to review, right? We have to take the questionnaire survey process, we have to take interviews, and then we have to take the right decision. That means we have to clear the assumptions. There should be no gaps between you and the customer, right? Customer is assuming something, okay, this product gives me a lot of benefits, but actually you are giving certain benefits, not your benefits do not match to the customer thinking decisions. So you have to fill the gaps, fill the inconsistencies. While you're doing all this decision analysis, you have to check this. This is a part of disadvantages. Don't depend only on decision analysis. You have to depend on other techniques too. That is what the meaning of the this result of decision analysis may become more certain if decision maker do not understand the limitations and assumptions behind it. So we are assuming something else, customer is assuming something else. So we have to align your assumptions and their assumptions should match. You both should clear. Okay, that is a disadvantage. Here he is saying that is the disadvantage, but more advantages also there. That is also one of the technique. Okay, estimation, we already mentioned. Focus groups. So, okay, I said this in the elicitation and the collaboration time. Focus groups means there will be a particular specific topic and already pre-qualified people run this. A moderator will lead the show, and then qualified people answer for that specific topic or specific product. See, it means elicit ideas and attitudes about a specific product, service, or opportunities in an interactive group environment. So that means like that moderator, he encourages everybody to know more about the specific product, topic, and all. But it is not like brainstorming or like workshops. It is particularly strict to one particular topic. What I'm talking about, the focus group. Focus group, the advantages is like it will data elicitation from a group in a single session. But disadvantages are participant may be concerned about issue of trust. So if I say everything, what if the privacy issues, right? That there is a big chance if we say openly everything, pros and cons for every single thing we have. Functional decomposition. Decomposition itself means breaking, right? We break biteable size, right? We don't eat the whole food, like, right? We make like a biteable size, this much is, and when we eat certain time, the same way it is breaking larger processes functional areas in their components to analyze each part independently. That is what, like, it breaks. Basically, functional decomposition means it breaks according to the need, and then it follows, right? Create a conceptual model of the work, provide all stakeholder with a consistent view of the scope of the effort. We have the scope modeling to assist estimating. So that it really helps for estimating. Next, interface analysis. The interface means, usually interface means to, it acts as a, what we are seeing is like interface, right? It acts as a medium between two. See, what I give a command, and then our screen will give us another interface, right? So this is what interface analysis, to identify interface between solutions, solution components, and define requirements that describe how they will interact. Okay, early identification of interfaces provides an early high-level view of interoperability for planning, impact on delivery date. So yeah, collaboration with other systems or projects, specification of the interfaces should prevent difficulties in integrating multiple components. Okay, does not provide insight into the other aspects of the solution, since the analysis does not access the internal components. Okay, introduce, we already talked about this. Lessons learned, we already talked about this. Okay, metrics and key performance indicators. It measures the key performance, and you know, this is must readable technique. The reason I always saw these questions. What are the performance indicators? So you have to say KPI or metrics. Definitely it will ask you questions. Okay, it measures the performance of the solution components, other matter of interest to stakeholder. Actually, metrics and key performance indicator, it measures business analysis performance too. It measures each and every person's performance. So this is a important question in the important, and most of the times it comes like not once in a while. Some questions we just get once in a while, but this question is not like that. It definitely it comes. So we have to prepare this metrics and key performance indicators. So it measures the solution components and other matter of interest to stakeholders. Actually, the meaning, it measures the performance, no matter what, like everybody's performance, even employees' performance too. Non-functional requirement, we already saw the functional requirements like decomposition, but here it's tell you the qualities. What are the qualities? For example, this user interface should remain 10 seconds. That is the mandatory thing, right? It should remain for 10 seconds. After that, if any interactions in anything not happening, then the screen should be dark or something. Screen should dull or something like that. Okay, it will tell non-functional requirements, tells us the qualities of a system, such as usability and performance characters. Okay, in this non-functional requirement, we have a couple of subtopics, subdivisions also there. It is there in the BABO guide. I will show you. Organizational modeling. After this whole PowerPoint presentation, I'll go back to the BABO guide and I'll show you the whole chapter. Okay, organizational modeling. So organization modeling means it describes the roles and responsibilities and reporting structure and exist within the organization, and to align those structures with the organization goals. The meaning is, who are the employees? What are their roles? What are their responsibilities? Everything they mention in here. So first we have to see in an organization, how many companies do you have? Who are the employees? What are their roles and responsibilities? Everything they mention in here. See a few types of models, and any organization almost they have certain defined. Okay, redesigns are likely to highly continuous and require significant execute support in order to be successful. Okay, I'll show you everything in the Babo guide after this. Okay, problem tracking. We all know this. It is a way of track, manage, and resolve defects, means problems, issues, problems, and risk throughout the business analysis activities. So how we track the problem. Process modeling. This is also very, very important to understand how work that involves multiple roles, yes, and departments is performed within an organization. Usually process, how do we do each and every work, how do we do, what is the process, that is what here clearly explains. In this processing models also we have multiple subtopics, and I'll show you after this. Prototyping, we all know that. I think I explained this, right? So prototyping is, for example, a stakeholder, he doesn't know, he's very confused how to create his interface and how to, he is not clear from his end. So by that time, what we do as a business analyst or like as a developer or as a tester, you have to create a prototype. So because past experiences, we can use our knowledge and past experiences to the similar industries or similar requirements, what we have done in the past. So we just create a prototype. This is what we have done. This is what we have done. And probably you may like it. Then you have to send them, sir, this is what we have, a prototype we made like this. Is it suitable for your requirement? Then does this satisfy your need? Then if he says yes, you can continue with your prototyping. Prototyping is, it describes user interface requirements, integrates them with other requirements such as use cases, scenarios, and data and business rules. He just gone into the deeper. Requirements workshop. I never heard this, and I do not know about this, but see, workshop, the structured way to capture the requirements. Like, see, we do workshops, right? So that is what is workshop or requirement workshop. Definition: to identify and manage areas of uncertainty that can impact an initiative, solution, or an organization. Risk analysis. If we want to buy an equipment, actually that is also risk analysis. Is we want to buy a equipment which is very costly, very expensive. So what is the risk? We buy it and we deliver the product, but what is the value you are getting? What if this equipment not giving the right solution for our change? So you have to see all the risks first, and then according to the risk analysis, is it beneficial to our industry or our company or our organization? Then you can go ahead. So risk analysis is very important to identify and manage areas of uncertainty that can impact an initiative, solution in an organization. So we have to see the risks first, right? There will be a pro adage in my childhood, like first check all the risks before whatever you do. Then you go for a good thing. Like there is an adage, usually my grandma used to say that. Root cause analysis. Okay, the purpose of root cause analysis is to determine the underlying source of a problem. Okay, so anything happened, what is the root cause? Okay, you launched a new product that failed. So what is the root cause? The root cause is either that product already delivered in the market before than us, or that product customer not, they don't need the product, or customer not happy with our product. So you have to check what is the root cause, right? That is what root cause analysis. It is also sort of lessons learned, comes under lessons learned. In that lessons learned, they discuss what happened, but in here root cause, they dig deep more than that, and they dig deep into it. Okay, this is the root cause, right? If I have a cold, I have a cough, I have a fever, there will be a bacterial infection or something behind that. That will be the root cause, right? These fever or cold or cough, it is just symptoms, right? These are like that root cause is showing this. These are the symptoms, but there is another reason behind that, right? Either bacterial infection or flu or other infection, whatever, we have to go check. The doctor will validate right? Last year we discussed about the validate and all. Scenarios and use cases. Scenarios means couple of situations, and use cases describe the interaction between the actors and the system and the goals of the actors. So scenarios means, for example, I want to check my login and user ID. So what is the first thing we have to check? Verify the login button. For verify the login button, what we need, a precondition is you should check URL first. If you have a URL, then only that will navigate into the login interface, right? So that is a precondition. So verify the login button. Is it getting right? It is opening, is it navigating to the next button, or it is going to use password section? Like scenarios, again, verify the password. What if you say you type wrong password? Then what is that? Like scenarios, what happens next? What happens next? Then use cases. How do we do that? Okay, did you execute it? What happened? All those. See, scenarios and use cases describe the interactions between the actors, like user, and then the system. User and the system. I clicked the login button. I gave my password and everything, and then it is successfully navigated to the next screen, forward screen. That is what scenarios and use cases. Okay, next. Scope modeling. What is actually scope? So scope is means in my limit. So as a business analyst or like as a employee for an organization, we have certain rules, right? We don't go beyond than that. So if we say, so we want to do like, these are our requirements. So that requirements should match our everything, should match our business analysis rules, should match our criteria, should match our everything. If it is out of scope, that means we can't do it, that you have to deliver in 2 days. No, it's not possible. We are short of staff or short already. We have already prior commitments. We can't do that. It's out of scope. So if you could give me 1 week or 2 weeks time, we can do that. It is like 2 weeks out of scope, like that. Okay, it describes the scope of analysis or scope of a solution. You have to check this first. And sequence diagrams, sequence of diagrams, like diagrams are used to model the logic of usage scenarios. Like, yeah, first, what is the first thing we do? We brush, and then we take a shower, and then we go to we'll have a coffee or breakfast, something like that. And then so there will be a sequence, right? That is what here. Information passed between objects in the system through the execution of the scenarios. Okay, state diagrams. What is state diagrams? The state diagram shows how the behavior of a concept, entity, or object changes in response to the events. Usually this, we can see it in the data mining. There is a technique called data mining. In that data mining, we have entities, we have classes. In that classes, we have metadata. All this, we can see it in the data mining part, state of diagrams. Structured walkthrough. Walkthrough are performed to communicate, verify, and validate the requirements. Like after build, like in the testing, they usually say, right? After build, we have to see, and then we verify. Last week, I explained what is verification and what is validation. Then see, structured walkthrough or performed to communicate, verify, and validate the requirements. Excuse me. Survey and questionnaire, I already mentioned this. SWOT analysis, like SWOT, like see, strengths, weaknesses, threats and opportunities. Strengths, weakness, threats and opportunities is the whatever we start, we have to analyze this. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the opportunities and what are the threats? It is a tool. Yes, it is a tool to quickly analyze various aspects. Perfect. And then user stories. User stories are a brief description of functionality that user need from a solution to meet a business objectives. So if you work in a software side, definitely you do know this, but we have like who, where, how they do it as per something like the need, who, and then next why, and then how. So how, the person, as per my knowledge, we want this because of this. So again, coming back to login and password example, I want to open my as a user. I want to open all my Gmail to see the all my events. Like actually, this is, I don't think so. This is not perfect example, but this is what as per, and so that we have a sort of like a template. So not template, so we have certain words to do user stories. We follow that. And vendor assessment. Vendor means salesperson, right? So whenever we go to a party, you can see all vendors. So they buy all clothes and all. They buy bangles. They sell bangles. Sorry, they sell bangles. They sell clothes and all. We just go around and look whatever you like to take. Those are vendors, right? That, see, to assess the ability of a potential vendor to meet the commitment regarding a product or a service. We have to assess, right? So we don't go to a cloth merchant and then we don't ask, completely irrelevant to them, right? We don't ask software products for them, right? They are particular purpose. They have a other purpose. So you have to assess, okay, these vendors are perfect for our business, or these vendors are right person to buy our product, a right person to sell our product. Whatever, you have to assess who are the right vendors. That is what, this is the thing. So let me open my Babo guide and let me show you very clearly. Are you able to see my thing? Screen? Guys, can you please confirm? Anybody confirm?
Yes. Yes,
so
ma'am.
now I'm showing Babo guide. Am I showing my Babo guide?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, see this is the 10th chapter, or this is the business. Okay, this is business model canvas. Capability analysis. So in whatever I showed you, the PowerPoint presentation, in that PowerPoint presentation, they did not mention about the capability. They did not mention the capability, because if we buy a new thing or new equipment, which is very, very expensive, we have to check our business capability. Are we having enough capacity to buy that, or that product is giving enough value to our product, value to our need, everything. We have to check our business capability first, right? Right, for example, for your boy or for your son, you bought a big cycle. Is he able to bicycle that? Is he able to run that? Your son is like 3-year-old and that is for like a 10-year-old, right? We have to check our capability too. Then we have to analyze, okay, if it is giving, so 3-year-old, they need certain bikes. We have a lot of bikes, right? So you have to buy according to your son need, right? The same way we have to check our business capability. This is brainstorming. In this brainstorming, see, these are the define area of interest, determine the time, identify participants. These are structure. Share ideas, record ideas. See, it is a non-judgmental environment, so everybody talk. I think most of the people talk. Some people may be silent, but 80% of the people talk, because nobody will judge and the moderator will always like encourages you talk. So elicit as many ideas as possible, discuss and evaluate, create a list. This is how brainstorming goes. Okay, then this is the business capability model, right? So this is the business. So we need to explicit performance gaps, customer value, where it is going and everything. And these are the other, we have to check business value analysis center of analysis. Okay, 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'll start my exam. Okay, guys, you will answer, right? And this is, see, this is business model canvas. Canvas, usually we buy canvases, right? In that way, business model canvas. See, we have to show them who are the key resources with whom we participated. Value proposition, customer segments. Why the reason I'm showing this, all these techniques not there in my PowerPoint presentation. We have 50 different techniques. So out of 50, I just explained you. Easy ones are 16, other are like 20 and 18. Okay, estimation, we discussed, oh, sorry. And then collaborative games, while we're doing elicitation and collaboration, while conduct elicitation, we do the collaborative games, that which is very interactive and fun to play and easy to seek the information, easy to elicitate. In that way, concept modeling. See, this concept model is an organized business vocabulary. What I said is moreover, it will domain, knowledge of domain. It gives you more knowledge of the domain. And the person who has in-depth knowledge is called domain subject matter expert, DMSA. Or DSME, sorry. See, I said data dictionary, same like data dictionary. Standard definition of data elements enable a common interpretation. In this data, see, these are the like datas, right? Data element 1, 2, and 3. It gives you more in-depth meanings of certain nouns. Data flow diagrams, how a data flows. See this, I said that, right? See how a data flows. It comes here, it come in that way, it come in this way. Then we have another diagram for the data flow, how data flows into a system. See, we have entity, external source, and sink. Here, this is a external agent. So come from here, this data go into our data processes and it go into the output. This is what data flow, how a data flows, like a water, right? Data mining, say this. Data mining is to improve decision making by finding useful patterns. This is also very, very important question. Useful patterns and insights from data. Okay, guys, I just want to go to the exam because we're already running late. Okay, 15 minutes I have time. So this, I covered 6 chapters. Just give a guess. If you are appearing for the exam, ECBA exam, it is very, very important to check your knowledge. I know, like, if you would attend my 6 classes, you just have like 30 to 40% of knowledge, or because you are familiar with certain vocabulary like elicitation, planning, monitoring. Last week I said validate, verification, and prioritize, maintain. All those requirements you would have heard, right? So at least you would have some idea. That my point is, you have to do the mock tests. You have to check your knowledge where you are, and with that you have to plan ahead, like where I have to work, where I have to improve, all sort of things. So this is, last week I explained this. When you focus to ensure that the requirements are enough to guide further work and at the appropriate level of detail for work to continue. What does it mean? So all done, further to continue, that means it is complete, right? It is not comes under unambiguous. Unambiguous means no doubts, no questions, no conflicts. It is very clear. That is unambiguous. Consistent means like it is going correctly. Complete means, see, it is ready to go next step. That is complete. When we finish our first grade, then we go to the second grade, right? The same way. See, next, this one. Who is ultimately determines the quality of a requirement? Who determines the quality? Is a tester and implement subject matter? Anybody give a guess, please? Like, or the sponsor, he will determine the quality of a requirement and design. Anybody, do you want unmute and please talk? Or the sponsor or the customer? Who determines the quality of the requirement?
What is the 4th option, Gayathri garu?
That
is the correct one.
Yeah, the stakeholder. Who is actually, you give a guess. If you want, I can I can take a new test for that purpose. Like I can, what do you say?
Yeah, new test is fine.
All are ready for that? Please give me
Yeah.
yes or no. Yeah, I'll give you a new test then. I don't go deep, don't worry, just I'll ask you a few questions. Those are like anybody can answer or anybody can give yes. Okay, don't worry. I retake the test. Okay. Oh my God, it takes 1 hour. Okay. But we don't go 1 hour. Okay. Which technique is used to identify, express, validate, refine, organize the rules, shape day to day? Anybody, please. Day to day business behavior and guide operational business decision making.
Is it SWOT?
Kanti garu.
Yeah.
Who else? Talk, please. SWOT is a yeah, I like the answer. I want to know from others too. Mamata, Ruta, Shruti.
Business rules analysis.
Business rule analysis. Who said that? Mamata? Ruta, what about you? Shruti?
The business rules analysis or the catalog.
Analysis. Decision rule. Okay, see this. Which technique is used to identify, express, validate, refine, organize the rules? Did you see the word rules? That shape day-to-day business rule analysis.
Correct.
Where is the next button? Okay, second question. Which requirement attribute used to ensure that they ranked, grouped, or negotiated in terms of importance and value against the other requirements?
Priority.
Last week. Guys, Rota, you attended last week.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Prioritized.
Yes, ranked means prioritized. Okay, ranked, grouped, negotiated in terms of importance. Okay, guys, please everybody talk. See, we're not judging anybody, not giving any marks. We're just doing it for fun, right? Which of the following is preferred technique to identify information or patterns? Just now I explained. Pattern that require further investigation.
Data mining.
Data mining. Yes. Because in data mining means mining, right? So we are digging deeper. That means in data mining, we have entity, we have classes. In that classes, I already told you, metadata. Now, and also see, we have to see the other options. Is this like clearly mentioning about the data, right? Preferred identify information or pattern that require further. Is it mind mapping? No. Is it document analysis? No. Is it brainstorming? No. They're not matching in our criteria, right? Brainstorming is the next one. Dash is utilized to understand the relationship with other requirements and work products. This is hard a little bit. Actually, if we see work products, it will be the architecture. And also other options also not like requirements and work products. That does mean we have to see the architecture. Oh, very big. Competencies. Okay, this is underlying competencies. It is also pretty easy. Which of the following competency category can analyze the problems? See this. Analyze the problems, opportunities effectively. Identify which change may deliver the most value. Okay, which one it would be? See, is this comes under, see, analyze the problems, excuse me, and opportunities. Problem and opportunities. Identify which change may deliver most value. Is it behavior characters or business knowledge or communication skills or analytical thinking?
Analytical thinking and problem solving.
Yes.
Yeah.
How come it comes under behavior characteristics, right? How come it comes under business knowledge? You as a person, you are analyzing the problems and you are which changes may deliver the most. As a person, if you have communication skills, how can you analyze the communications are really important and good. But for this analyzing problems and all, you need, right? Problem solving and analytical thinking, right? Next. Oh, this is also, yeah, it is like, because the reason this is like a generic, anybody can give a guess, is used when focused to ensure that the requirements are represented using common terminology. Common terminology, if we use common terminology, easy language, what it will be?
Complete.
Can you scroll down, Gayathri? You're not seeing the four options.
Okay, okay. Yeah, is it unambiguous or understandable?
Understandable. Second.
Okay, how many go with understandable? How many go with complete? I heard Rota, you said complete, right?
Yes.
Anybody, complete or understandable? Understandable. See this, representing using common terminology. If we use simple language, everybody can understand, right? Complete means it will go further. It is ready to go to the next step. Then we say complete. Where is the next question option? Oh, I did not answer. That's it. Okay. Okay, let me give it. Okay. All inputs are okay. Maintaining requirements, so except which one? So this is like pretty, we have to inputs and guidelines for maintaining requirements, all are okay, except which one? Requirements and designs maintained, this is the output. Okay, all inputs and guidelines are maintaining, the except this is output. That is the reason. So we need not. I'll take another thing. 1 hour exam usually. So already 57 minutes gone. Which requirement status can be used? Ranking requirements to determine their relative importance to stakeholders. Which requirement status? This is, we have to think more. Okay, which requirements status can be used for ranking requirements to determine their relative importance? Is it trace requirements are ready to prioritize, maintain requirements, or any requirement ready to prioritize? See here, he's asking which requirement status ranking. Did you see the word ranking? That means prioritize.
Fourth one.
Approved requirements.
Approved requirements.
Approved requirements that are ready to, okay. Okay, anybody? Mamata garu. Any requirement, approve any requirement that are ready to prioritize, or approve requirement that are ready to prioritize?
Approved requirements.
Approved requirements. Okay. Okay, guys. Prioritize the requirement first, and then we approve the requirements. And one more thing, prioritize is, there is no particular, yeah, we have time, business, benefit, cost, and everything for prioritization. But customer, if customer asks, right, that will be our first requirement. Any requirement that are ready to prioritize, this will be, because did you see the tasks? Trace, maintain, then prioritize, and final is approve requirements. After prioritization, we approve the requirements. This is the answer. I did the same thing. You're all following me. No doubt about it. Okay, the next question. Is it hard? Which of the following knowledge area? Okay. Will you perform the task of communicating and collaborating? Easy. Communicating and collaborating with stakeholders. Which knowledge?
Elicitation.
Yes.
Elicitation and collaboration.
No. Requirement analysis, elicitation and collaboration. We usually communicate with stakeholders, right? And collaborate, we set up a meeting and all, so we do in collaboration. Yeah. Next question. I have doubt. Okay. Beside of which of the following determine appropriate types and extent of elicitation and collaboration? Based on which of the following you determine the appropriate types and extent of elicitation? The change or the situation or the analyst or stakeholder engagement approach? Where?
First one.
I think first one, yeah.
Okay, Ruta, did you attend this elicitation collaboration chapter?
Not, no.
But still you're answering good.
Thank you.
Okay, next. Under which section you can insert this definition? That is, that can be used to perform the business analysis task. Business analysis task. It is hard. I agree that this is, we have to insert the, that you can perform that business analysis task.
Technique.
Under which section? Like, is it technique that can be used to perform business analysis task, or guideline you can be performed business or input, or a tool? What we perform? Is it like an input that can be used to perform? Perform in the sense executing, right? What? This is a guideline we use it to perform. Guideline, we take it as a guideline, right? That is a guide. We follow those guidelines. Anybody? Technique.
Technique.
That can be used to perform sometimes. Yeah, anybody tell me. See, sometimes I may be wrong, right? Yeah, I want your inputs too. What do you think?
I think technique too.
I
Tool,
will go with technique.
Technique.
tool and technique. Okay. Shall I, do you want me to wind up or you want to continue? Girls. If you say continue, I can continue. If you say, I can say finish test here. We can finish test and we can see our answers. Whatever you say, I'm ready with the both options. Okay, I just want to show you a few questions about techniques. Okay, and then we can go further. Okay, I did not. So I'm thinking it is technique. Next question. Where is that option? Okay. Okay, it includes sensitive confirmation. Okay, no need to think at all. Next, which of the following character identify needs of stakeholders and not conflicting? Aha. Okay, I want my friends to answer this. Which of the following characters focus on alignment of requirements with the identify needs of the stakeholders and not conflicting? Not conflict.
Consistent.
Consistent.
Okay. Ruta,
Consistent.
consistent. Huh? Everybody said you said. See, atomic. See, atomic means independent, right? Concise means sweet and short. Feasible means go with that, right? Consistent is the right option. Okay. Okay, guys. It is almost 12 o'clock, right? Okay, one more minute. Okay, which of the following is element? Oh, this is hard. This is hard because we have to see the elements. Okay, I'll go with this. And next, you checked the requirement and design against prepared characteristics. Okay, verified activities and against the checklist and record an issue. Okay, what will be your next step? This is very important. You checked the requirements and designs against the prepared characteristics. Good. So you verified. And again as record. If then what is your next step? So you verified all your requirements, then what?
Start validating.
Yes.
Start validate.
I know, Arota, you will answer. The reason last week you heard this, right?
Yes. Yes.
After the verification, we do the validation. After validation, we do the general verification again, like general, like this is checklist, right? Then, but start validate is the right answer. Next, if you have a complex but uniform structures, yeah, this is technique. What I discussed this, but I don't know how many of you remember. See, if you have a complex but uniform structures, business analysis, which modeling format? Activity flow is not a modeling, people and role is not a modeling, right? Either matrices or diagrams or models, right? In the models, we have, yeah. Who said that?
Me.
What is it?
Diagrams.
Anybody else? Kantigar.
Diagrams.
Okay. See, complex but uniform structures. If we create a table, we can see hardly 3-4 options, 3-4 attributes. But in the case of matrix, we can see a lot. complex. Did you see complex? Diagrams won't show complex, but matrices, we have bundle of data, we can put it in the matrix, right? Matrix is the answer. But
Oh,
don't
for
worry,
Okay.
I did mistake, right? Which guideline? Okay, which guideline again? Okay, in which task to ensure that all requirements in business align with business? Same question, same question. See, sometimes questions repeat. In which task is to ensure that all requirements and designs align with the business requirements and support the delivery of needed value? Anybody? See, last question, we already said we verified requirements and we checklist everything and what will be your next step, right?
Validation.
Yeah, so the question is same, answers are different. If you are knowing your answer, sometimes we don't know, so we randomly put something. It happens in the exam. It happened to me. So if you understand, then if question repeat, you will be the beneficial, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next. This is also technique chapter, techniques. You want to collect large number of ideas from stakeholders.
Brainstorming. Yes.
Good, 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 good. Anybody? Anybody,
Yeah.
please, workshops or brainstorming? This is always confusing. Always. Don't worry, sometimes I may trick you too. You want to collect large number of ideas from stakeholders to build realistic approach, but you have limited time. Yes. Tell me. Okay, guys. Brainstorming. Short time, large number. That does mean brainstorming. If you like blindly, you can put it. Short time, you have short time. You want to gather a lot of ideas. That is brainstorming. Workshops usually, because workshop is like pre-qualified people also will be there. So they just give you. Some people are not the general people. In brainstorming, everybody they talk. They encourage to talk and encourage to give their opinions. So most of the opinions we can gather from the brainstorming. Which of the techniques? See, technique. Use it to identify, access, manage conditions or situations that could disrupt the elicitation. Which technique is used? To identify, access, manage conditions or situations that could disrupt the elicitation. Is it mind mapping?
Risk analysis.
Yes.
And management.
Yes, correct. Now, none of these options are matching, right?
Yeah.
Next, it helps business analysts to be effective in generating. Yeah, you can say this. You can give the answer. Generating new ideas, approaches, and alternatives. Is this personal accountability or behavioral characteristics?
Analytical thinking and problem solving.
Okay. Okay. Anybody? That is a good answer. Because here we can see problem solving and opportunities. Right? But
Yeah, but
come on.
generate new
It helps.
ideas is again creative thinking. So depends then.
Analytical, it solves the problem, right? Analytical thinking,
Yeah.
but creative thinking only generate the new ideas.
New ideas. So yeah, maybe I will go with 4 only.
Oh, you want to go with?
Yeah, still 4 only. Because maybe analytical thinking is also generating new ideas.
Importance of generating new ideas. Okay. You are the one who writing the exam. I want to. Okay, next. Next, he ensures that the appropriate people and resources are available to conduct the elicitation. So who ensures? Is it end user ensures, like he accept, okay, these are the people you can allow them in the elicitation. Is it subject matter?
Project manager.
What is it?
PM.
Project manager, 4th one.
Sponsor or project, I don't know. Project manager, yeah.
Who else said project manager? Kanti gara? No, Mamata gara.
Yeah.
PM.
Okay, what about Rota?
PM, I said project manager.
You said project manager, everybody project manager, but actually sponsor. I am not giving, I want to see how Okay, next. Describe the task that business analysts perform in order to manage and maintain requirements and design information from inception to retirement. That's a big word. Inception to retirement. What was that? Starting to ending. What will be that?
Life cycle management.
Yeah. Others, please. Inception to retirement. This word is enough for us.
Yeah, fourth one.
Yeah. To ending. What is that? Which is suitable technique. This will be the last question and I'll review the answers, okay, quickly. To identify competitors and investigate their operations. Identify competitors. Did you see this term?
Competitor analysis.
Market analysis.
Competitor analysis.
Questionnaire and survey.
What do you
I think market analysis.
Oh, three different. Identify competitors and investigate their operations. Okay. Okay. Actually, in our Babo guide, there is no term competitor analysis. Only we have benchmarking and market analysis. Only this term. Particularly technique side, we have only market analysis. And questionnaire, usually we ask questions. Market share, that is not a technique at all. Okay. I'm ending the exam and we are reviewing the answer. Attempt now, you can always want to submit. It is not letting me to go. Okay, at least it's okay. Failed. The reason we failed, we only completed all the questions. Bear with me, guys. I know we're running behind the schedule, but okay. Answers here. See here. Day-to-day life, business. Some not decision tree, not smart. Second, see, ranked, grouped, negotiated. Okay, pattern. Technique to identify information. Patterns that require further investigations. Next. Like analyze problems and changes may deliver and most value. Okay, this is
You are on mute, Gayathri garu.
I think some internet connection or something, I think.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. See, this is our, like, we just did a mistake. It happens, not a problem. Okay. Change is the right answer. Next. So yeah, so many people said tool, guideline. This is technique. Okay. Perform is technique. What do we perform that can be used to perform the business analyst task is a technique. Guys, you all can start. If you want, you have a plan, you can write down the exam. You're doing very well. It includes the elicit, confirm, communicate. We know that, right? Elicitation.
You're
Gayathri,
not
your,
sharing.
screen is not being shared.
Oh, screen not shared. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, because the reason, yeah, I got it now. I got it. Okay, I'm sorry today. Actually, today is the last class, so I just took more time, but only 5 minutes. Bear with me, 5 minutes. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. So here is the, so from where you missed? This one? From which question onwards you missed? Okay, see here, under which section you can insert this definition that can be used to perform the business analyst task. It is technique. And then see this, conform, elicit, conforms, communicate, necessary or desired is like elicitation. And next, consistent. Everybody said consistent, right? Alignment the requirements with identified needs of the stakeholder and not conflicting. That will be the consistent. Next, oh, what? Which of the following? Okay, I put wrong. Is an element to verify. This is my mistake. Agreed. This is also, oh no, see, start verification. It's not right answer actually. So based on information, you just finished the requirements verification. So you have to document the output of the from this task before any others. You have to document the verified things. Okay, after verification, you have to document the requirements and then start validating. Okay. See this, only exam will tell us. If you have a complex but uniform structures, business analysis information, which modeling format? It is matrices. The reason matrix is a modeling a requirement or a set of requirements that have complex but uniform structures. Next, guideline. This we have to read. Again, guideline, and we have to read it. Okay, which task is ensure that all requirement designs align with the business requirements and support the delivery value needed? Validation, we all did. And where we stuck actually? Brainstorming, yeah, you said all correct. Mind mapping is wrong. Requirement, this is what I put it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I put wrong answer. Sorry. And this one, analytical. Friends, you supported her. So you, okay, that's it. I did not. Okay, project manager. Who said? Oh wow, project manager is correct. Actually, I said sponsor. I'm wrong. Project manager ensures that appropriate people and resources are available to conduct this. You're right, guys. Congratulations. And next, inception to retirement. That is life cycle. And next, market analysis. See, this is right.
That's true.
Market analysis, identify customers and understand their preferences, identify opportunities, see here, identify competitors and investigate their operations. That is what the term here they used. Identify the competitors and investigate their operations. That's it, guys. We did not, from here, we did not do anything. Thank you so much. You all participated very well. I'm so glad you are all bared with me. Thank you so much for participating, giving your time and all. And this will be our last class. And one more thing I want to say that if you guys have any questions about this, like business analysis, feel free to talk to me. And also I have a plan to start my own tutoring center in this. So if you want to join, or if anybody of your friends want to join, they can join. Okay. Ping me privately. I can guide you in that way. Okay, thank you so much. And I'm sorry, I took 16 minutes late this week because this is the last week. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks, Gayathri.
Classes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gayathri garu.
Thank you.